first semester we were all in classes. So children, as you know that we were doing pronouns, and today we have to understand subject pronoun and the object pronoun. Okay, it is a turn to understand subject pronoun and the object pronoun. So before we start subject pronoun and object pronoun, let's recall what is pronoun. Okay, so I have told you that pronouns are those words which we can use instead of a noun, right? So pronoun says that all those words that is used in place of a noun is called pronoun. Means all those words which we can use instead of noun, or which we can use in place of noun, are called pronouns. Okay, so those are pronouns. For example, Chris is a driver. He drives a bus. Okay, so Chris is a driver. He drives a bus. Over here, he is a pronoun. Okay, which is used for the noun Chris. Chris is a noun. Okay, so we have used he pronoun for the noun Chris. Okay, so now we have subject pronouns and an object pronouns. Okay, this is clear to all of you pronouns. Now we'll come to know about subject pronoun and object pronoun. Okay, so children, subject pronouns are those pronouns which does the action. Okay, which does the action. Those pronouns known as subject pronoun. So subject in a sentence means those who are doing the action. Okay, so whenever you see pronoun in a subject which is doing in a sentence which is doing an action, it means it's a subject pronoun. For example, so what subject pronoun says? Subject pronoun. Okay, means it is a pronoun does the action. Okay, so if we take the same example over here, he drives a bus. He drives a bus. Okay, so over here you can see pronoun is this, and he is doing the action. Okay, drives is a verb, means action you can say. Okay, so who is doing this action? This action is happening by he, so he is a subject pronoun. Okay, he is a subject pronoun because he is doing an action. And what action? He is driving a bus. Okay, so he is a subject pronoun here. Okay, so now let's understand about object pronoun. Okay, so what are object pronoun? Object pronoun are those pronouns which are the receiver of the action. So who does the action is called the subject pronoun, and the receiver of the action is called the object pronoun. Okay, so object pronoun, you can say, is the receiver of an action. Okay, means those pronoun who receives the action, okay, of the subject pronoun. Clear? That's called the object pronoun. For example, is my supervisor at work. I saw him yesterday. Okay, so in this sentence you can see that over here I'm saying that George is my supervisor at work. I saw him yesterday. Okay, so if you can see here, we have two pronouns, I and him. Okay, so I saw him. So who is doing the action? I. So I is your subject pronoun, right? And I saw him. So who is the receiver of the action? Him. Him is the receiver of the action. So him is a object pronoun. Okay? And children, very simple way if I tell you that subject pronouns always comes, at the, it comes at the beginning of the sentence only. And object pronouns always comes at after the action. Okay? So if you can see here, if I write the sentence over here, I saw him yesterday. Same example. Okay? So I is a pronoun and him is also a pronoun. Now if I ask you to find out the subject and object pronoun, it's very simple. What you have to do, you have to see the action. So action is saw here. This action is verb. This is a verb. So before verb is your subject pronoun. Okay? And after verb is your object pronoun. Isn't that simple? Is some subject and object pronouns. Okay? You will see here what are the subject pronouns and you will see here what are the object pronouns. Okay? So subject pronouns, I, we, he, she, you, it, they are comes under subject pronoun. Okay? And in object pronouns, me, him, you, them, us, her comes under object pronouns. Okay? So you can see that these are mostly those pronouns which comes at the beginning of the sentence or before the action. Okay? And these are the pronouns which comes after the action. Okay? So don't forget this. Now let's see some examples. I live in a big city. Okay? So over here you can see that live is an action, right? Live is an action, or you can say verb. What is it? It's a verb. So the pronoun which is coming before the action is I. So I is your subject pronoun. Clear? Next, you can see that we have a new car. Okay? So have is also a helping verb, right? Verb. Before that we have we, which is a pronoun. So before verb, if we have a pronoun, it is a subject pronoun. Clear? Understand? Let's see one more example. Burj Khalifa is in Dubai, right? It is a nice place to visit. Okay? So, we are talking about Burj Khalifa, which is in Dubai. Then it is a nice place to visit, right? So here you can see a pronoun it is representing Burj Khalifa. Instead of writing Burj Khalifa, we have written it, which is a pronoun, and this pronoun is coming before a action that it's a nice place to visit. This is an action. So before that, it is coming. Before visit, it is coming. Before action is coming. So it is a subject pronoun. Over here, it is a subject pronoun. So children, we come to know that subject pronouns are those pronouns which usually come before an action. Okay. Now let's see some example of an object pronoun. Now, as you come to know that object pronouns me, him, you, them, us, and her. Okay. Now let's see these object pronouns with the help of an example. Okay. First one. Dave saw me yesterday. Okay. Clear? So what I can see, Dave saw me yesterday. So where is the verb? Where is an action verb? Saw is a verb here. And where is pronoun? Pronoun is me. Is me, right? So this pronoun me is coming after the verb. Verb के बाद आ रहा है, action के बाद आ रहा है. So this me, this pronoun is an object pronoun. Clear? Okay, let's take one more example. I saw you driving a bus. Okay? Children, please look this example very carefully. I saw you driving a bus. Okay? So in this sentence, you can see we have two pronouns. I also and you also. Now we have to identify the object pronoun. Okay? So again, you have to see the action. Action is this. So, okay, this is a verb. ये काम हो रहा है, verb हो रहा है. So, what I told you, after the verb, if there is a pronoun, that pronoun is your object pronoun. Clear? So, your you here is your object pronoun. And what about I? I is doing the action. I saw you. So, I is doing the action. I is your subject pronoun. Okay? And you is a receiver. So, it's a object pronoun. Clear? Let's take one more example. I have an old car. I bought it 3 years ago. Okay. So here you can see that the object pronoun is it, because here we are talking about the car which I have bought, right? So it is representing a car here, okay, and it's coming after what? What is an action? So it is also your object pronoun. Clear? You can add over here also it. Understand? So it is your object pronoun. Okay, so as you have understood the subject pronoun as well as the object pronoun. So now it's turn to do some exercises given at the back of the chapter. But before we start those exercises, let's quickly see the examples given in your book. Okay, on page number 37. You can see here first one is I arranged all the storybooks on the shelf. Okay, so I arranged all the storybooks on the shelf. So where is the verb? Where is the action? Is arranged. Okay, so the pronoun coming before the action is your subject pronoun. Okay, and also it is highlighted, you can see. Clear? Then he gave some advice. Okay, so gave is also a verb, action, and before action a pronoun is there, so that's a subject pronoun. Then we bought a beautiful bouquet of flowers. So we is a subject pronoun. Then she plays chess every evening. Again, play is your verb. So before action, before verb, there is a pronoun, that is she. She is your subject pronoun. Okay. Same way, it is a good laptop. Is your subject pronoun. Then they should learn to help others. So they over here again is a subject pronoun. Then you must keep the dolls in the cupboard. You is your subject pronoun. And always remember that you be used in a singular and plural pronoun both. Okay. Then the next 7. Mother told me to arrange all the story books on the shelf. So here mother told me. Okay. So told is your verb, is your action, and after that there is a pronoun, that is me. So me is your object pronoun. Why? Because here me is a receiver of an action. Okay. So as I have told you that object pronoun always receive the action. So me is a receiver of the action. So me is a object pronoun. Clear? Then Priyam met him to get advice. Okay. So again met is your verb. After that there is a pronoun, that is him. So him is your object pronoun. Then she asked. Asked is a is a action. After that it is written us. So us is your object pronoun. Then I asked her. Okay. So her is your object pronoun because it's coming after an action, that is asked. Then I bought it. Okay. So again it is your object pronoun because before that is a bought, which is a verb. Then the teacher told them. Okay. So told is a action, means verb. After that is a pronoun. Them is your object pronoun. Then grandma told you. So you again here is a receiver of the action. So it's a object pronoun. Clear? Now let's do some exercises given at the back of the chapter, on page number 38. So on page number 13 is given, write S or O in the blank to show whether the pronouns in the sentences are the subject pronoun or the object pronoun. Okay. So we have to see whether the words which are underlined, means a pronoun which are already underlined, you have to identify whether they are subject pronoun or the object pronoun. So it's quite easy. Let's start it. The first one is, they will be flying to Canada tonight. Okay. So there is already underlined, which is a pronoun. So you have to see that whether the they is subject pronoun or the object pronoun. So it is written they will be flying. Okay. So they will be flying means action is coming after the pronoun. So your they will be a subject pronoun. Okay, so the first one is subject pronoun. Then, where do you want me to put the cups? Okay, so here you is your subject pronoun. Why? Because action is happening after this pronoun, right? Where do you want me to put the cups? Means action is not happened yet. Okay, so before that, if we have a pronoun, that is called a subject pronoun. Then third one, we walk to school every day. So we here is your subject pronoun. We is your subject pronoun. Then we have fourth one. Should I give this book to you or to Anaya? Okay. So should I give this book to you or to Anaya? So over here I is your subject pronoun. Okay. And you is your object pronoun. Okay, because I is coming before the action verb and you is coming after the action word. Then fifth one is he is always telling funny stories. So he is your subject pronoun. Okay. Then sixth, would you like to join us for a movie? So here you is your subject pronoun and us is your object pronoun. Then we have seventh one. She promised to always tell the truth. So she promised, she will be your subject pronoun. Means she is, doing the action. Then the farmers offered them some sugar cane. So them is your object pronoun. Okay. The ninth one. I left in a hurry for my karate class. So I, who has done the action? I. Left is your verb. So I is your subject pronoun. Then 10th. The principal gave him a prize. Okay. So principal gave him the prize. So him is coming after the action, that is gave. So him is your object pronoun. After the 11th one, the quiz master asked her a difficult question. So who is the receiver of the action? Her. So her is your object pronoun. 12. it is a very hot day today. Okay, so it is coming, before verb that is, so it is your subject pronoun. So children, please do these exercises. This exercise in your book itself. Don't do in any other in any other page or write or copy or somewhere else. Just do it in your book itself. Okay, and go through the chapter very well.